Hey YouTube, Rock Till You Space Doc with Judge Death. Yeah, so what was going to call this? The gig for not very much. Yeah, so it turned out not to be quieter. I've not done anything to the amp. I literally picked it up this morning, or this morning. And this bass, I got yesterday from in a video. I'll talk about. I might talk about it in the live stream later on. I'll talk about it in the live stream. I'll come on for a bit. I'm not drinking, and I'm going to bed early, maybe about an hour or something. So I'll stick this out as a wee precursor and see if I can get this sounding any better. I'm going to have to try and scoosh the amp, see if I can make it a little bit less noisy. The tone does work when it goes backwards. Is that right? Yeah, so I've got to be. So I'll just let it hum. I'll get used to it. Eventually it'll go away. I'm hoping it's basically that's probably why it was so damn cheap. It's absolutely manky. It's kind of, I wonder if it's outdoors or something like that. I don't know. The guy did assure me. He said it turned it on. I plugged the mic into it, and the VU meter worked. And so what it is Ashdown Engineering Electric Blue 180 Evo. So what it is a 180 watt 1x12 amp, and it looks kind of small. You can see it, but you can see it in the picture. Jeez, look in the bottom right picture. This one. There. It's not actually that much bigger than the Marshall cabinet. It's basically just a 50. It was 180 watts. It's actually more power than the amp before it blew up. The Marshall before it blew up, and I put a different head in it. So this I got at a Guitar Jumble yesterday, and I've just hastily assembled it. I wasn't buying anything big. I was just going for a total nosy, and then I picked up some cool knobs. It wasn't these ones, and then I dropped one. And when I was down, it fell down onto these bodies, which just kind of weren't really my thing. Didn't really want any guitar bodies. I just saw this jazz bass, and it was like, oh, that's a bit interesting. Somehow I didn't notice that it had Judge Dredd on it or Judge Death on it, but it's just like it's got funny round pickups. It's got a funny bridge. There's a price tag, a tenner. So it came as is. This is obviously a handmade. I'm not sure how jazz bassy this is. This is a handmade piece here that's not the right shape. The output jack, which we'll have to fix, is a piece of red plastic which is already broken. It wasn't broken when I first inserted it. But it's kind of interesting. Yeah, this neck is a Gould, which was actually the second guitar neck I saw. I've done a video when I did this, so I don't really want to talk about that much. But basically, so I bought this. As soon as I saw this body, I was like, I saw a jazz bass neck over there. So got the neck as well. Looked through a biscuit tin of bits and bobs. No full sets of tuners, so I've got 3 tuners that are the same and one that says Japan on it, which kind of looks sort of the same. I put it on the E, figuring that's the most important one. So the nut, as you can see, needs replaced. But actually somebody's super glued a piece of wood in there and it holds a string. I noticed when I was looking through the parts box to find the knobs earlier on, there's one of those neck plates that I was looking for, for the sort of bizarre old guitars when it wasn't like a standardised neck bolt. I'd seen it earlier on. I was like, I just remembered to look, so that's how I got this in the parts box as well. So those are my 4 screws. They weren't part of this deal. Have I done anything to the electrics? I tightened up the bolts because they were all loose, and I've realised that we've got a neck pickup. Obviously, this neck didn't come from this bass, so I've had to move the bridge a bit, and it's almost intoned. To the point where the tuner's picking it up, but I can't pick it up. But if you turn up the bridge pickup, it's actually quite an interesting sound. So there's your. So what's going on there, kids? That's right, it's been wired out of phase. So if you turn the neck pickup down, and as I said, the tone, if you turn it down, it turns it off. So I suppose I'm just going to turn it. I'll turn it back on again. Just the normal hum of the computer coming on now. Yeah, so there's what's a gig for £100 or whatever it is. We're talking about, so where are we at? Tenner. Those knobs came and I got in a box of stuff. So these aren't the original knobs, it has chicken head knobs on it, so but I did like these knobs. So tenner for the body and the bridge to pick up this bit. £5 for the tuners. 15 for the neck. So we're at 20, 30 quid. These strings, I do have one set of electric bass strings, which I went through to get, honestly, and then I saw, oh, there's a packet of strings that have been pulled off another bass at some point, and I'm thinking it's whatever the other bass was maybe like a Music Man Stingray type thing. So God knows when the last time I had one of them was, because the E string, the EADG string is was only that long. All the other ones fitted, and obviously you don't notice that until you get to the last string, and it's like, so I just extended it with an acoustic string. Yeah, this is a proper rock machine. There's no string tree. I'll need to look. I'm sure I've got one lying about somewhere. Yeah, so basically £30 all in. I had to put one strap button on it so far, and this is my strap. Just at 30 quid. Same for the amp, which was a nightmare. Haggled it down. It smells. The middle button. In fact, probably. Where's the camera? Oh, it's not long. This one's not long enough, is it? That's why it's here. Damn it. It's just difficult. Like you can't really. If only I could hold it there indefinitely. Now you can't hear me. Jeez. Yeah, so I don't know what rock till you space stop means, but I quite like it. It doesn't go any further than that. That's annoying. But it sits there. So we've got input and output. It is actually sitting at like half volume just now, which is obviously it's not working properly. But it's got like a sub thing with a harmonic thing on it, and the middle knob has snapped off. So I don't know what the middle might be set at nothing, or it might be set at full. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing something really tinky. What was it I did it on? I've done it before when I drilled like a pilot hole into the centre of the bit where the knob snapped off, and then stuck a screw in it, and then just super glued a knob on, and it basically the screw went in, the same, just slight diameter of the screw, and made it in the middle to reconnect it, and then just physically fix it that way. Might do that. Don't know. Might have done that by the time I come back on at 8 o'clock so that's at 7 o'clock. So right, 7 o'clock. So what is this going to be doing in an hour? And I'll see you soon for a short, no Bucky hour chat. So think of things to say. Start drinking now so that you can be steaming by the end. Catch you soon.